Captain Valiant. That's what they called him, a symbol of hope, a beacon of strength. He always fought for justice, always for the innocent. His heart was pure, his resolve unbreakable, until he met Havoc. Havoc was a being of pure destruction, a villain who reveled in chaos. He craved not power but suffering, and he was invincible. No blade could cut him, no force could hold him. He was a nightmare given form. Their first battle was a disaster. Valiant fought with everything he had, but every blow was met with an eerie silence. Every attempt at restraint easily shrugged off. Havoc, untouched, laughed. The sound sent chills down Valiant's spine. He had never faced such an enemy. Valiant barely escaped with his life. He retreated, defeated and demoralized. He looked at his trembling hands. Doubt gnawed at him. How could he protect anyone if he couldn't even hurt the enemy? Valiant shut himself away, haunted by his failure. The weight of the city, of the people he had sworn to protect, pressed down on him. He trained harder, pushing himself to the limit, but deep down he knew brute force wouldn't be enough. He sought the wisdom of the ancients, poring over forgotten texts. He studied the legends of old, searching for any mention of similar foes. The answer, when he found it, was chilling in its simplicity. Some foes, the ancients whispered, could not be defeated by force. They had to be outmaneuvered. Valiant realized the truth in those words. Havoc thrived on chaos, on the very act of destruction. What if, instead of trying to hurt him, Valiant took that away? A new plan began to form in his mind. He would use Havoc's strength against him, turn his own power into a prison. The city was on edge. Havoc's shadow loomed large, a constant threat. But Captain Valiant had vanished, and hope dwindled with each passing day. Then, just as despair began to take root, he returned. He rallied the people, not with promises of strength, but with a plan so audacious, so unexpected, that many doubted. But they were desperate. They had nothing left to lose. Valiant had studied the city, its layout, its infrastructure. He understood the flow of energy, the rhythm of its life. He would use that, manipulate it, turn it into a weapon. The final confrontation was not a battle, but a carefully orchestrated dance. Valiant led Havoc not into a trap, but through a maze. He manipulated the city's systems, creating fields of distorted energy. Havoc, blind to the strategy, reveled in the havoc he caused. He didn't realize he was being herded. The climax came as Havoc, drunk on destruction, reached the city's central power core. He unleashed a wave of pure energy, intending to shatter the city's heart. But Valiant was ready. He activated his final measure, a device that amplified and redirected Havoc's power. The energy surged back, not outwards, but inwards. Havoc roared in defiance, but it was too late. He was trapped. His own power turned against him. Valiant didn't celebrate. He had learned a profound lesson. He had stared into the abyss and found not despair, but ingenuity. He understood now that true strength wasn't just about power, but about resilience, adaptability. Victory wasn't always about brute force. Sometimes it was about outsmarting your opponent. He looked at the city, battered but unbroken, and knew. He had won not by being the strongest, but by being the smartest.